Sometimes we start to forget, you know, the Cynthia Coopers and the Cheryl Swoops and the Maya Moores, and like there's all of these players that came before that could really play ball, right? She's different because she came along at a time where they were trying to push women's sports forward. Caitlin Clark is great for the WNBA. When Caitlin Clark does well, it's good for the WNBA. When Caitlin Clark doesn't play well or she's locked down like our homegirl Natasha Cloud did at the end of the Fever Liberty game, that's still good for ball. And it's now showing the Nafisa Colliers, who are absolute stars and stud. Asia Wilson, who to me is one of the greatest women's basketball players of all time and easy to market and lovable, and little girls go crazy anytime they see her, and dudes are wearing her shoes in NBA games. Like, that's important for the league, and the league continues to grow. We had Jonquel Jones on. She had a stellar night the other night. You know, I mentioned Natasha. She's taking over. Kelsey Plum going crazy in LA. The problem is, right, people have taken Caitlin Clark and made her the lead of an agenda.
Yes.
She don't want that. Like, she legitimately just wants to hoop. And that's what fans do. Fans stands for fanatics, right? But we got to be better. We got to talk about all this good stuff going on in the league. And I had to have that revelation when I had my thing the first week. Why am I arguing about that? Let's just argue about what this game is doing. And so for me now, it's like, yeah, Caitlin Clark could ball, but what about Nneka, right? What about Asia, right? What about Nafisa? What about Kelsey? Let's talk about all of these other women that are continuing to make this game fun to watch no matter what game you turn on. And so for me, it's like, I'm not going to be on the side that has to oppose or defend against an agenda. I'm gonna be on the side of saying, look, this junk is fun, these women are skilled, and I can also admit that the reason the game is getting so much coverage now started with Caitlin Clark.
Hold up, limitless, niggas to me, pinning it. I fought the head to witness.